The exhaust is pumping up the tires. That's pretty crazy.
So the construction of the beginning of this thing is very simple. It has only gears inside, so no hydraulic, very cheap maintenance. And like it has a same basic like simplified the car in the seals in the so there is no need to maintain the thing.
Very cool.
Yeah. That's awesome.
We're going. He took off. We're going to the water. We're going to the water. I wanted to see him go through the muck. I want to get through the mud. Man, those tires are gnarly. All right, I guess we're going down into the pond. Oh, he's just running trees over. Run them over, buddy. We're going swimming. Man, she just crawled right out of there like it was nothing. Oh my gosh, that thing is wild. I got to see some of these at the Utility Expo last September, but I didn't get a chance to, never seen one in action. It's pretty crazy. Oh, we're going into the mud. Going into the cattails. Right up the hill. No problem. That's cool. That is one mud bogging machine right there. That thing just goes through everything. So it does about 4 or 5 miles an hour in the water, does about 25 miles an hour on land. The back seat in there can hold, it's got 6 seats in the back and then 2 in the front, so 8 total in there as far as passengers. So it'll carry some people around as well. So you can load in the back. So the guys in the back get out the back, and then the guys in the front can get out the front. Got a little ladder here. Door pops up. Got sliding glass windows.
I like them. They're impressive. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're rolling. Manual transmission. Into the water we go. I'm gonna grab the old crap bar. Here we go. No problem, right up the hill. So he's steering right there. Woo! Let's go! Man, this thing will boogie. Window, yep. Oh my gosh, we were just mowing brush down. This thing will literally go anywhere. Tree, whatever. Tree, we don't need no damn trees, we're going over them. Whoa! be this tall to ride this ride. How does this go down? Does it flip? Oh, there we go. There she goes. One more.
There you go.
Oh. Dude. That thing is wild. I want you guys to take a look at this mud down here. This is some serious, slick, goopy, gloppy clay mud. Like, if I was to take a skid steer through there, you'd get stuck, no question. And that thing went through it. Everybody out there doing donuts in this stuff. Didn't even slow it down. Did not even slow it down. That's incredible. That's wild. That thing went everywhere. Over trees, over logs, through the mud, through the water. It didn't care. It just went. That is nuts.
10 minutes.
All right, guys, here it is. Some of the technical specs. 55 horsepower diesel. It's got a Doosan diesel engine in it. It only weighs about 5,000 pounds, so you don't need a huge trailer or anything to haul it around. It's not super heavy. The tires, you can adjust the tire pressure from a switch knob in the cab, and they inflate and deflate through the exhaust. So if you're hauling on a trailer, you can just deflate the tires and basically put them down on the rims. This one holds 8 people total, driver, passenger, and then 6 in the back. And I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed with this thing. Everything as far as like the water, everything in the bottom is all sealed. It runs on the drive. It's a manual transmission, and then you steer just like you would with a skid steer. You got those 2 levers right there, or an excavator, you got the 2 levers right there. So it's on wheels, but it kind of drives like a tracked machine. And everything, but the wheels in here work kind of like a skid steer, a wheeled skid steer. So it's got chains in there, and everything's in an oil bath. It's all sealed, nothing underneath there as far as any of the critical components get wet. They kept everything, as far as they explained everything in this thing is very simply designed. So there's not a lot of real issues with breakage. It's not a very complicated machine as far as its design, so it's got very minimal risk of breakage. And then the things that can need to be replaced are very easily replaceable up underneath it. So just got there's no hydraulics. It's just got the oil bath for the chains, and then you just got to change the oil in the engine every 250 hours, and that's pretty much it. So
It's every time cool sound. Yeah.
That's it. This thing is impressive. If you guys are in swamps or you're doing like right-of-way inspections, mining, power lines, oil and gas, they can be outfitted for search and rescue, firefighting, all kinds of different applications. This thing was awesome. Like I said, it does about 4 or 5 miles an hour on the water and about 25 miles an hour on land, and it'll boogie. It's got some get up and go on land. All right, everybody, we had a blast riding around on the Sherp. That thing was a lot of fun. I was very, very impressed with that thing. One of the things that impressed me the most about it was anything that we went through, the mud, the water, up a hill, through a tree, over a tree, whatever, it never bogged down, it never stalled. I mean, the power transfer from the engine into those tires was absolutely amazing. I was very, very impressed with the amount of power it had for 55 horsepower. The thing was incredible. I would love to have one and just go trouncing that thing down through the impound over there on my parents' farm. That would be a blast. But hopefully you guys will be seeing more of those in the future. But while we're here, out here on the lot, I want to show you guys 2 cool things that hopefully we will be making videos on soon. So let's go check them out really quick before we end this video. Okay, so what do we have here? So this is the TLI 050, and this is a mini mulcher on a SM Whacker. This is a Whacker, I think it's pronounced Neusen. I've always said Newson, but tomato. This is on a SM120, so this is a stand behind skid steer, not a walk behind you. You stand on that little platform right there. I don't have all the specs on this machine, but they have tested out this Mulcher head and they said it runs great. Hopefully we're gonna be being able to test this thing here soon, find something to test it on. One of the things that we are working on here is getting a little bit better teeth for these low flow Mulcher heads. Something that we noticed when I was testing that other low flow Mulcher head with Ira over at Rut a couple months ago. So these are a hardened steel tooth with a carbide facing, so they last really long, but you can't really get a really sharp edge on the front. So we're working into getting some new teeth for these things, but that is one improvement we are making. So we are working on that with TMC to get a better so you can actually sharpen these teeth. They won't last as long, but they will cut much better. But I don't think this head's got a whole lot of teeth on it. It's probably got, you know, 12 or 15 teeth on it, so it's not like you're having to replace a whole bunch of teeth on this thing when they wear out. So yeah, so it's got a now it does have a this is a piston motor. So it's a fixed displacement piston motor, so you do need the K-strain to be able to run it. So if your mini skid doesn't have a K-strain, I'm not sure if they offer the direct drives on these that don't need a K-strain, but I know this one has it. So hopefully we'll be testing that out here soon. But let's go take a look at one other quick thing that we're going to be getting our hands on here pretty soon as well. You guys will be much more interested in that. All right, so you guys are going to be hopefully seeing this Mulcher in action very soon. So this is the TMC Cancela. This is the TWF-L 180. So I have a TWF 180. This is the TWF-L. This is a prototype, and before they start making them full line production, we're going to be doing some testing on it for TMC. And so I think Ira over at Rut Manufacturing, they're going to test it out, and then I'm going to get my hands on it, and then we're going to go put it through its paces. But the main thing, the drum is the same on this one as it is on the TWF. The size, the width, the drum, the teeth, everything about this is the same. The big difference is the overall frame. Nothing about this drum is different. It's just the frame here at the top. So obviously it doesn't have the door, so there's no door, and then it also has this much lower profile than the other one does, as you can see. And so with that lower profile, we are getting a little bit better visibility off the front or the top of the Mulcher head. You know, mine kind of sticks up a little bit. I've never really had a problem with visibility with mine, but this one definitely has a much lower profile in the front. It has a very similar styling to like a lot of the other kind of flat top Mulchers you see, like the Fecon Blackhawk or my Pre-Noth. It's kind of very similar in that design, very low profile. Still has the little stands on the back, just like my TWF. All of this is flex steel with hard ox, so all the same quality construction, very high quality steel. It's very robust. It's a little bit lighter as well because we've lost the door. Not a whole lot lighter, but a little bit lighter. Still got access panels to your motor and everything up underneath here. So I'm really excited to try this thing out. I'm really excited that, you know, basically the door is gone here, but again, you've got a lot of exposure from the drum here to be able to cut into trees. I like that. Here, same skid plates, same robust push bar, so not a whole lot has changed. We just kind of lost the door and cut that profile down. It's got a little bit smaller drum in the back as well. I'm really curious to see how it vacuums stuff up and picks it up. The back has got a little bit different profile back here as well off this bottom. So I'm really interested to see how that works too. But it's not a whole lot different. Again, you got access panels back here as well to get into all your components. Access panels on the top, a lot of access for stuff. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. We'll be seeing that here very soon. And hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye everybody.